Hiya. It's been a while and I thought I would do some bread for you. It's taken me lots of different options. Say hello, Bailey. She's just smiling. She's tired. Usually she helps me, but Daddy's at work. Thank you for letting everybody know. But at the moment, she's being tied on because she's a little bit more of a hindrance than a help. Do excuse the hairdo. My hair is up because I don't want to get my hair in her face as well. So we're going to be making bread. And it's a really simple, basic recipe. We have 500 grams of strong bread flour in here, 10 grams or a teaspoon of salt. You can use one of these, salt, and a sachet of dried action fast action dried yeast. Okay, just one. What you do is you put the salt on one side, mix it in, yeast on the other side, mix it in. Okay, and I've done that already for your benefit, and you need 300 millilitres of warm water. It can be cold, but warm helps the process a little more. I've forgotten one other thing. You don't actually need it, but it improves the flavour. So you could use olive oil or butter as well in this. If you're going to do butter, then breadcrumb it in at this stage. If you're going to use oil, then you just make a well in the centre like I'm about to do. And put a good glug in. If you want to be like measure it and you want to know a good amount, then probably a tablespoon would be a good amount to put in. Baby, what's the matter? She wants to get involved. So I just put that in the well in the centre. If you can see that, can you see? It's just to the centre. I've made a well, and in that well as well is I'm going to pour the water in there. You want to put most of the 300 millilitres, just leave a little bit back because you never know how absorbent your flour is actually going to be. So I am going to put most in the middle. The other there's a little bit left over there. And then I'm going to use my spoon first, not my hands. The reason being is that I'd use my hands, but if you're not used to making bread, then you can get all the water stuck in your hands and it gets really doughy and you start feeling like, oh, it's sticking together, and you feel a bit unconfident about what you're doing. But if you've been doing it for a long time, then you can just use your hands. And you want to mix it until everything sort of comes together. The first thing is you bring it all together in the bowl that you're using, and then you're going to transfer it onto the work surface. Now, if you've got a fairly wet mixture, because yours might be a bit wet, mine isn't now, I'm just taking everything, I don't know if you can see there, but I'm just taking everything out of the bowl. And put it on the work surface. Nice, clean, sterile surface, please. I've given mine a good bleach earlier on. Right, and then you want to start working it. Because this is fairly dry, I haven't put any flour on the surface, but you could just dredge a little bit. The other thing you can do, if you feel confident enough, is to put a bit of oil in your surface. Again, I feel like, for me, this is a little bit, actually, I was going to say a little bit dry, but once you start working, it kind of comes together. Now, it might feel a bit bitty, but this is where all the hard work starts. This is where you really start getting your hands into it, kneading it. Sometimes when you put olive oil instead of butter, it could make the dough feel a little bit tighter. So you just got to work through it. It might feel tight and a bit hard, and you're thinking, what's going on? But you've got to keep going with it. Right, now, if you like baking, you've probably watched TV a lot, and you see lots of different methods, like people going like this and drawing it back and all kinds of things. But again, if you're just a beginner, primary concern really is just to get it into a good, pliable, manageable dough. Okay, so it's been about 7 minutes and a lot's happened in the process. My rocking and rolling sent Bailey to sleep. So you should have a much pliable bit of dough that's quite, stick your finger in. So you really want to give it a good work through, okay? It's brilliant, it's quite fun. Get out all your frustration, anger onto whoever you fancy. If you do it here, you don't have to do it to them, you see. And then when you speak to them, you can be nice and calm, so it's worth it anyway. So you're going to make it into a little ball, comme ça, just like I have done. Nice round ball. and it should have kind of a softer look on the outside. Can you see? I don't know how great, it's not good. Lightly grease the bowl that you have been using with oil or butter and place the kneaded dough in there and cover with cling film. Leave the covered bowl in a warm place to proof until the dough has doubled in size. So I'll see you again very soon, and hopefully, let's have a look at this. The next time it shall be doubled in size. Hi, so I'm back. It's been a while, and as you can see, how long has it been? About an hour and a half. And the dough has risen. The magic has happened. You can see a bit more light there. And we are going to punch down the dough. Okay, to take out all that air out of it, and it goes flat. What's happened there, the yeast has started to work, ferment, and it has made little air pockets. And the strong flour is strong enough to take it. If you're interested, Bailey's still having a little nap, she might wake up. I'm going to take it out of the bowl, it's so nice and warm, and punch it down. If you're going to put it in a loaf tin, then you fold the dough more than you would roll it or anything like that, okay? Because what you want to try and do is get a kind of tight loaf. Not a lot of air pockets or air holes in your loaf of bread. And then what I do is I just bring it round like that, tuck in the edges, shape it. You see that? Trying to shape it as long as possible, and then pop it in back into the tin. This part's quite quick, and I'm going to leave that to proof again. Now, as you can see, it has risen again in here, and I have preheated the oven. So I'm talking low because Bailey's still sleeping. I've preheated the oven to 220. It's going to be on there for a little while, and then I'm going to lower it down to 200 degrees. After 10-15 minutes, I'm going to slash the top to control the direction. Really sharp knife. Slash the top. Okay, so I have, this is it risen. I slashed the top, just 3 slashes, and I am going to dust the top with a little bit of flour, if you can see that. So I've done 3 slashes on the top just to control its rise, and I'm going to put it in the oven at 220 degrees for 10 minutes and then lower it to 200 degrees, and it should take about 35 minutes to cook, okay? It's been about 35 minutes, in fact. Bailey's up, all systems go, and I am going to take the bread out of the oven. See, health and safety, I've used oven gloves, and as you can see, it looks golden, not too brown. What we do at this stage is check if it is actually cooked. When you do that is you just take it out, give it a knock. Can you hear that? Like a door, literally like you're knocking a door, and that sounds very hollow and definitely sounds cooked, okay? You don't want to over-bake and you don't want to under-bake. Let's take this out of the oven as well so I can cool it down. Take it out of the pan. We're falling apart here. Falling apart. Taking it out and then putting it on a tray, cooling rack to cool down. And here we have the finished article, a nice loaf of white bread, which looks like you could have got it from the shop. Okay, it's not maybe, is it that good? Am I forcing it ever so slightly? But yeah, it is, yeah, a white loaf of bread. Have a really good time baking. I hope yours looks like mine. If it doesn't, that's fine. Give it a few more goes. Could be paler, could be darker. You know, life is about variety. Enjoy it. Peace.